Hey folks, Good Guy Glenn here, and today is Saturday, March 16th, 2024. Today would have been the day that I would have been home seeing my daughters play. But if you've been following along, didn't happen. Didn't make it home. It's a bunch of people's faults. We'll put most of the blame on Kroger and their lumpers for being babies and not wanting to unload the truck because the load was shifted off the pallets. And it could have easily been bumped back onto the pallets. If you've ever driven a forklift in a warehouse, unloaded a truck, you know exactly what I'm talking about when the loads shift and how you get it off the truck. But if you're unskilled and you're union, that's what you do. You just reject the load and you ruin a guy's home time. Then there's my company not being able to figure out where to get it restacked. Communication is terrible at my company, and that is one of the primary reasons why I got screwed out of going home. But I'm not going to be sad anymore. No more sad, no more boo-hoo-hoo, whatever. The sun is shining. I'm in Sunbury, Ohio, although the water tower says Delco, but whatever. I'm at a pilot. It's terrible. There's no laundry here. I came specifically hoping to do laundry. I know that the weekend crew isn't going to give me anything. Now that I've said that, they'll probably give me something. I'm going to try to stay focused. Going to try to look at this oncoming week as another opportunity to make money, and we'll just move forward. We'll put this past behind us. There's nothing I can do to change it. There's nothing I could do to make it better. There's nothing I could do to make it up to my daughter, that's for sure. This is just a moment that's lost forever, and I think that that's what companies don't understand, and you know what? Frankly, don't care. It's a shame, because as a driver, when you're OTR, or maybe even not OTR, they don't care about you. You have to get that into your head. They don't care about you. It's all about them moving their freight. Your home time doesn't mean anything to them. And I'm sure I'm going to get comments. Well, you know, the company I work for, great, dude. If you got a good company where they care about you, that's good. Be happy. Praise God. You have a good company. But there's a lot of companies that don't. And then I hear stories all the time about DMs getting fired from companies like Melton for not getting a driver home on his home time, or having a driver miss his kid's birthday party. Stuff like that. If that's true, that's what's up. But quite honestly, you're not a priority to them. But you know what else? Looking around at what's going on out here, I can understand why. I'm at this truck stop, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 09. Plenty of people have left this truck stop. There's spots. I pulled into a spot this morning. There's spots here at this truck stop. But yet, we have a bunch of guys pulling into the truck stop and making their own spots because they're too lazy to back, or they don't know how to back. Guys, you're driving a tractor trailer. 90% of this job that's important is going to be backing in to spots, backing in to get unloaded, backing in to drop a trailer. If you can't back, you better go into a DC early one day and just start practicing. Pull that trailer in, pull that trailer out. Pull that trailer in, pull that trailer out. Practice your blind side. Do all that. Because, man, I'm seeing this out here. You're all selfish. That's number one. With the fuel island, we won't even, that's all been covered by everyone else. And you make your own spot, but you're blocking the spots. So when us, The truck drivers in the proper spots can't pull out because now you're parked across the way. So we're going to either hit this truck or hit this truck. So now what? I've got to pull up a little bit going that way, then pull back and snake it out because you can't back 2 spots over? Whatever. I'm not in the mood today. I'm not in the mood this week. I'm done. I try to keep it positive. I try to be a positive person. But a lot of y'all, you make it very hard. There's a lot of people out here who shouldn't be driving a truck. That's just straight up the facts. And it's, you know, I almost got killed, I don't know how many times, by truck drivers this week. So if you're a non-truck driver watching this and you're on the highway, don't assume that the truck driver driving in front of you is a professional driver, because they're probably not. They're probably some idiot who paid to take a 2-week course to get a CDL license. They didn't go to an accredited trucking school and learn the proper way. They probably, you know, aren't going to be in the business in 6 months. That's all well and good. I'm on a bender today. I'm on a tirade today. But I'll tell you what, it's sunny out. The weather's decent. It's Ohio, so whatever. And there's a mall right behind the truck stop. A mall. I'm going to walk over to the mall. Western doesn't want to send me a load today. I'll walk over to the mall. There's apparently laundry at the truck stop across the highway. Do I want to run across the highway to do my laundry? Perhaps. I got pictures and video of my kids' play yesterday. Looks like she did a great job. So, good job, Angelina, if you're watching this. And, yeah, I wish I could have been there. It really sucks. This is the last one, man. There's not going to be another one. She's graduating. And that brings up the next thing. June's coming up and she's graduating. I'm going home, dude. I'm going home for her graduation. I don't know what has to happen. And that's what pisses me off, because I talked to some people in the company. And even myself, when I was brandy new in this business, one of the first loads I had was a relay load, a T-Qual relay load, where the guy was going on home time in Virginia. I had to pick up his load in Maryland and bring it to Georgia. Okay? Because he had to go on home time. So I met him, gave him my empty, picked up his loaded, and went down to Georgia. Nobody wanted to do that for me, so I could go home and see my kids play. But it is what it is, man. I'm out here doing my thing. And I'm going to try to stay positive, and I'm just going to try to make miles and every day learn something new. And a lot of you are going to say in the comments, oh, but good God, Glenn, you could go to another trucking company. I sure can. And a lot of the trucking companies do the same thing. Oh, yeah, man. I've been in contact with a lot of people. And I've been getting a straight dope on a lot of stuff. So, you know what, dude? I'll just keep driving my miles. I'll just keep going. I'm on this quest. God has a plan for me. Don't know what it is, but we'll figure it out. And you know what? This isn't going to beat me. The Marine Corps didn't beat me. Boot camp didn't beat me. MCT didn't beat me. School of Infantry and all the schools that I went to in the Marine Corps didn't beat me. The Fleet Marine Force didn't beat me. The deployments I went on didn't beat me. The field didn't beat me. The field marches, we called them humps, didn't beat me. My life hasn't beat me. What went on with my life last year, with my life falling apart, with my relationship falling apart, with my business falling apart, and me having to start a new career at 50 years old, that didn't beat me. And you want to know something else? This company isn't going to beat me. I'm going to make it. I'm just going to push forward. You just can't stop someone who's determined. And I'm determined. And you know what, dude? I could be a good asset. And I'll stick around. Because I just don't know any better. That's number one. I'm a dumb Marine. I'm a dumb grunt. So I'm used to taking a lot of damage. So maybe I stay with Western for a year. Then what? I wanted to make a positive video because the sun was out and I got rid of that load and I feel like the poison is gone. And, you know, I just started thinking about it. I started thinking about the conversations I had last night. But let's talk a little bit about last night. Last night, I went to this spot. I covered this in the video from yesterday. I went to this spot. Initially, when I went there earlier in the day, the yard jockey from the other trucking company told me I was in the wrong place. He knew exactly what I was. He sent me away on purpose. I approached him about that, and I had words with him. Well, you didn't tell me you were looking for Sam. Bro, I told you I needed a restack. You know Sam has the spot in the back of the warehouse where he does restacks. You know that. You work in this warehouse in this area. You know that that your trucking company lets people in so Sam can restack them. So when I came in looking for a restack and you told me I was in the wrong place, you did that intentionally. And you cost me pretty much the whole day. Because I could have gotten restacked. I could have went over to Kroger in the afternoon and maybe I could have gotten a home load and made it home to see my kids play. I wouldn't have made it home Friday, but I would have probably taken the gamble at Vince Lombardi. If I moved the truck right before I took an Uber to my kids' school, which is right near Vince Lombardi, I would have been able to see the play and been back to my truck before the state troopers could even tow me. But you didn't. You screwed around with me. You sent me away. The company couldn't figure out why I couldn't get restacked there because they were talking to the guys that were supposed to restack me, and they're like, I don't get it. Whatever. It's here nor there. I'm not going to really get into that. What's awesome is, and here's where God is good. I'm sitting last night in my truck, and it took them forever to restack the truck. And it was like pushing 9 o'clock at night. And I'm in the middle of Columbus. There's no place to park. And a Jersey Shore phone number calls me. I right away answer it. Because, you know, I've got family there. I've got, like, my life there, the Jersey Shore. And it's the guy who restacked my truck. He's like, you're all done. There's no paperwork. I'm like, yo, bro, you got a Jersey Shore phone number? He goes, yeah, that's where I'm from. And he told me the town he's from. And I'm like, oh, I'm from, you know, such and such. And he's like, oh, yeah, cool, whatever. And I'm like, yo, bro, can I ask you a favor? Can I sleep here? And he goes, absolutely. I'm like, do I have to pull into like a corner of the yard? And he's like, no, stay right in the dock. Stayed right in the dock, and I slept there last night. Got up at 03. Got dressed, did my pre-trip, and I went over to Kroger. I checked into Kroger. I parked my truck because I was going to take another nap because I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night because I was all wound up. And I was looking at videos from my kids' play because it started last night. And Kroger took me right away. They put me right in the door. They unloaded me pretty quick. I got my paperwork and I boogied over here. It was foggy this morning. And of course, by the time I got over here, it was pushing 07-ish. So, I got a spot. And I went right in. Wasn't even dawn yet. I tried to do some laundry. There was no laundry here. But whatever. I'll get some laundry done. I poured some tomato sauce on my pants. Freshies, man. Just washed those jeans. And I put them on. And just Chef Boyardee just spilled on my pants. What are you going to do? But anyway. It's a beautiful day. I'm trying to be motivated. I'm just looking around the truck stop, seeing what I'm seeing. And, yeah, man, there's a mission. There's a goal. There's something that God has me looking for out here. And I'm going to find it. I don't know necessarily what it is yet. But I'll tell you what else. You have your setbacks in this job. And when you first come out here, it really messes with your head. Because you have to become accustomed to it. You have to acclimatize to it. It's the same thing when I went into the military, man. Those first couple of weeks I went in, I thought I made a terrible mistake. But looking back now, some of the greatest times of my life. And I feel like that's what you have to do. You have to slow down. And that's a key too, is patience. You have to have patience. Slow down. Stop trying to get everything done so fast. Don't be super slow. Try to be early to your appointments and your drops. But what I'm saying is, take your time to figure it out. Take your time to park your truck the correct way. Don't be like this guy from Roadliner that's parked across the front of us. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. But if I had to leave right now, I mean, I'm lucky. My spot, I can scoot out behind his trailer, bang a U, and get out. The guy in the Kenworth next to me, he might be able to do the same. But further going down the line, this guy's just blocking. And then there's another idiot, jackass, right in front of him. I'm looking at spots right now, legal, legit spots you could have backed into. Problem is here, he could pull straight in here. He didn't have to back. See, I'm going back to something I didn't want to talk about. Whatever. Listen, man. Stay motivated. All right? Sometimes you get sad. God knows I do. Sometimes you get lonely. But stick with it. Know what your plan is. Know that there's a goal here to make money, to build a career, and figure it out. Say your prayers. Do your pre-trip. Drink plenty of water. Eat a Greek yogurt and a banana every day. Pull over if you're tired. Love God. Love your family. Okay? And hit that like button. And subscribe and hit the bell so when I drop another video, you get a notification. And once again, this is Good Guy Glenn. Let's do it. Thanks for watching.